"It's bad luck," one of the shower guests shouted. "Every time you break a ribbon, it means you're going to have another baby." My fingers froze. I balanced the giant gift-wrapped box on my lap, poised to rip the bow off the top. "Having babies isn't bad luck," my sister Vanjie said. She sat next to me, holding a pen and paper in her hand, marking down the contents of every gift and who it was from. On my other side, Tori, the bride-to-be, held up the cherry wood salad bowl Miranda had picked up from her trip to Holland, Michigan a month ago. It came with matching utensils. Tori smiled. "I think that particular horse is out of the barn." True enough, her son, my 2-year-old nephew Sean, toddled out from the kitchen, his face covered in pink frosting from the cupcake he'd purloined off the table. "Let her rip, Cass," Tori said. She looked radiant in a pink halter dress, her hair expertly styled, cascading down her back. She was strong, healthy, and vibrant. That hadn't always been the case over the last couple of years, ever since Tori had been injured in a horrific car crash. Now, she and my brother Maddie finally felt they could move forward with their lives. "Fine," I said. "But can anybody confirm if the bow-breaking baby curse can transfer to the maid of honor?" "I think you're safe," Jeannie Mills yelled from the kitchen. She'd been little Sean's accomplice in the cupcake thievery. She popped the last bite of her own treat in her mouth. Jeannie was the closest thing we had to a mother of the groom today. She'd taken my brother and the rest of us under her wing years ago after our actual mother died. Steady, stalwart Jeannie. I didn't know what any of us would do without her. "Fine," I said. I broke through the ribbon and handed the package to Tori. The box contained the attachments to a mixer Tori had listed on her registry. 20 minutes later, with the gifts all opened and stacked in the corner of my living room, Tori's guests made their way out to the side yard where we'd set up tables under 2 big tents overlooking the lake. I watched in awe as Tori navigated my stone pavers, only catching her balance once on the porch railing. "She looks good," Vanjie said. "It wasn't so long ago I didn't think she'd ever walk without a cane again." "She's a miracle," I agreed. And so was Sean. He raced out of the back door. I scooped him up before he could get off the porch. Tossing him up, I blew a raspberry into his belly, making him chortle. "What's the rule, Turbo?" I asked him. "Wife jacket," he answered. "Yep." I kept his life jacket on a hook near the back door. Little man wasn't allowed to step foot outside without wearing the thing. My house sat nestled on several wooded acres with several hundred feet of lakefront, just a few steps off the back porch. Even though the sandy bottom was only 3 feet until the drop-off, we took no chances with Sean. "I've got him," my niece Jessa appeared. Nearing her 14th birthday, she'd grown taller than me in the last few months. She grabbed Sean's jacket and helped him put it on. Then she took his hand and led him to the table with the cocktail wieners and meatballs. "I love her with him," Vanjie said. "They're adorable." Jeannie came to join us on the porch, followed by Miranda Soulier, my office manager and another of my most trusted humans. "You did a nice job," Miranda said. "Is she going to have the reception here?" "I offered," I said. "But no, Maddie got some kind of deal at the lodge downtown. With their date so late in the fall, they're worried if it's really cold." "No predicting a Michigan fall," Jeannie agreed. We stood there, Vanjie, me, Jeannie, and Miranda, watching as Jessa helped fill Sean's plate. Then Tori took his hand and the 2 of them made their way to one of the tables surrounded by some of Tori's friends from college. My other niece Emma came out to the porch to join us. For the last few months, she'd been interning in my law office. She had plans to start law school next fall. I hadn't yet been successful in talking her out of it. Something distracted her today. She'd been on her phone more than usual. Even now, she stared at her screen with a frown as she made her way down the porch to stand next to Jeannie. It was subtle.
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.